1/40 What is the relationship between data and information? A. Data is structured, information incorrect. Information is structured data. B. Information is the meaning and value assigned to a collection of data, correct. Information is data that has a meaning in some context for its receiver. B. Information is the meaning and value assigned to a collection of data, correct. B. Information is the meaning and value assigned to a collection of data, correct. Information is data that has a meaning in some context for its receiver. Chapter 3. 2/40 In order to take out a fire insurance policy, an administration office must determine the value of the data that it manages. Which factor is not important for determining the value of data for an organization? A. The content of data, correct. The content of data does not determine its value. Chapter 4. B. The degree to which missing, incomplete or incorrect data can be recovered, incorrect. Missing, incomplete or incorrect data that can be easily recovered is less valuable than data that is difficult or impossible to recover. C. The indispensability of data for the business process is incorrect. The indispensability of data for business processes in part determines the value. D. The importance of the business processes that make use of the data, incorrect. Data critical to important business processes is therefore valuable. 3/40 A hacker gains access to a web server and can view a file on the server containing credit card numbers. Which of the confidentiality, integrity, availability, CIA, principles of the credit card file are violated? A. Availability. B. Confidentiality. C. Integrity. A. Incorrect. The hacker did not delete the file or denied access for authorized entities in any way, therefore the availability was not harmed. B. Correct. The hacker was able to read the file, confidentiality. C. Incorrect. There was no information altered in the credit card file, therefore the integrity of the file was not violated. 4/40 There is a network printer in the hallway of the company where you work. Many employees don't pick up their printouts immediately and leave them on the printer. What are the consequences of this to the reliability of the information? A. The integrity of the information is no longer guaranteed. B. The availability of the information is no longer guaranteed. C. The confidentiality of the information is no longer guaranteed, correct. The information can end up or be read by persons who should not have access to the information. A. Incorrect. The integrity of the information on the prints is still guaranteed, for it is on paper. B. Incorrect. The information is still available in the system that was used to create and print it. C. Chapter 3. 5/40 A well-executed risk analysis provides a great deal of useful information. A risk analysis has four main objectives. What is not one of the four main objectives of a risk analysis? A. Identifying assets and their value. B. Implementing countermeasures. C. Establishing a balance between the costs of an incident and the costs of a security measure. D. Determining relevant vulnerabilities and threats. A. Incorrect. This is one of the main objectives of a risk analysis. B. Correct. This is not an objective of a risk analysis. Measures can be selected when in a risk analysis is determined which risks require a security measure. Chapter 3. C. And D. Incorrect. This is one of the main objectives of a risk analysis. 6/40 An administration office is going to determine the dangers to which it is exposed. What do we call a possible event that can have a disruptive effect on the reliability of information? A. Dependency. B. Threat. C. Vulnerability. D. Risk. A. Incorrect. A dependency is not an event. B. Correct. A threat is a possible event that can have a disruptive effect on the reliability of information. C. Incorrect. Vulnerability is the degree to which an object is susceptible to a threat. D. Incorrect. A risk is the average expected damage over a period of time as a result of one or more threats leading to disruption. S. 7/40 What is the purpose of risk management? A. To determine the probability that a certain risk will occur. B. To determine the damage caused by possible security incidents. C. To outline the threats to which IT resources are exposed. D. To implement measures to reduce risks to an acceptable level. AC. Incorrect. This is part of risk analysis. D. Correct. The purpose of risk management is to reduce risks to an acceptable level. Chapter 3. 8/40 A couple of years ago you started your company, which has now grown from 1 to 20 employees. Your company's information is worth more, and gone are the days when you could keep control yourself. You are aware that you have to take measures, but what should they be? You hire a consultant who advises you to start with a qualitative risk analysis. What is a qualitative risk analysis? This analysis follows a precise statistical probability calculation in order to calculate exact loss caused by damage. B. This analysis is based on scenarios and situations and produces a subjective view of the possible threats. A. Incorrect. In a quantitative risk analysis, an attempt is made to numerically determine the probabilities of various events and the likely extent of the losses if a particular event takes place. B. Correct. A qualitative risk analysis involves defining the various threats, determining the extent of the vulnerabilities, and devising countermeasures, should an attack occur. Chapter 3. 9/40 There was a fire in a branch of the company Midwest Insurance. The fire department quickly arrived at the scene and could extinguish the fire before it spread and burned down the entire premises. The server, however, was destroyed in the fire. The backup tapes kept in another room had melted and many other documents were lost for good. What is an example of the indirect damage caused by this fire? A. Melted backup tapes. B. Burned computer system. C. Burned documents. D. Water damage due to the fire extinguishers. A. Incorrect. Melted backup tapes are direct damage caused by the fire. B. Incorrect. Burned computer systems are direct damage caused by the fire. C. Incorrect. Burned documents are direct damage caused by the fire. D. Correct. Water damage due to the fire extinguishers is indirect damage caused by the fire. This is a side effect of putting out the fire, which is aimed at minimizing the damage caused by the fire. 10/40 You are the owner of the courier company Speed Delivery. You have carried out a risk analysis and now want to determine your risk strategy. You decide to take measures for the large risks but not for the small risks. What is this risk strategy called? A. Risk bearing. B. Risk avoidance. C. Risk neutral. A. Correct. This means certain risks are accepted. Chapter 3. B. Incorrect. This